let's take a look at how you'll be submitting your assignments in Canvas. So the My Programming Lab assignments, I go to that site and pull up the roster and grade sheet in there, and I can go through and see what you've done, and I have to enter those manually in Canvas. So you won't be submitting anything in there. Honestly, this is just to remind you that, hey, there is this assignment that you have to do, for whatever week it might be. So you'll see those My Programming Lab assignments in there, but like I said, I have to do those manually. On these, what I do is I go into each assignment. So, and you'll do this. This is in the student view. This is what it'll look like. So when you click on your assignment in here, you'll see this you're submitting a website URL, and you'll see this little blue button up here, Submit Assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and we'll talk about what shows up. Down here we have two tabs, and most of the assignments will just have these two tabs. The Office 365 is a default, but we are going to use website URL, and I'll show you how to get the link to submit in there. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here to, let's see, Python Tutor first. And in Python Tutor, I just tuck this in real quick just to give us a simple program to have. And we've got, don't forget, adding your name, what the assignment is, and the date up here at the top. You should be doing the commenting through as appropriate. And when you have your program done in Python Tutor, you're going to click Visualize Execution. And hopefully it doesn't take 10 seconds here. Sometimes it gets a little bit long. There we go. Okay. All right. So we have this piece in here. You've run through the program. Don't forget you can make this bigger if you'd like, to adjust the size. But as you step through the program and it runs and you get to this little piece and you're down at the end and it says program terminated, then you scroll down. Everything worked great. Scroll down to where it says generate shortened link. And you're going to click on that button. And notice how we have this little Google short link in here. So starting at the back, you can start at the front if you like, but I usually just click back here and highlight, hold the mouse button down, highlight it, and then right click and say copy, or you can hit Control C on your keyboard. It's up to you. And once I have that little section copied in there, I can come over here. I'm going to go back over to Canvas here, and I'm going to go to this website URL, and I'm going to paste that in, and you'll see this little short link show up in there. You can add little comments, whatever it might be, and then you'll just simply hit Submit Assignment. And then after you do that, it'll take Canvas a second, and you can see assignment submitted successfully submitted. And then you see this little resubmit assignment. So maybe you discovered afterwards, you're like, oh wait, I forgot to add in something. Not a big deal. Click on resubmit assignment, and you can do it again. It actually keeps track of it based on time and date. So it'll have your original one in there, but by default, I go to the last one that you've submitted when I'm doing the grading, and I go through here and I click on each one of the links, make sure the program executes, and then if I have any comments to make, I post those right back into the gradebook so you can see them right next to the assignment. So you'll see that piece in there. Okay, so that was from, in fact, I'm going to click on resubmit assignment. We'll come back to this window here, and you'll see as I switch over to REPL, we've got this piece in here, and you'll notice I'll do the same thing. I'll just run the program, make sure it works. Okay, hello, everything's great. And then there's this button over here that says share. So when you click on share, and if the button is not there or you don't see share on there, you may just see this little piece right here, this little button. So like if it's smaller, let me just shrink this down a little bit. So it shrinks it down. You notice how stuff starts disappearing. So if you're too tight on maybe you're running a laptop and you have a couple of windows open, it may not show up. So you have to be a little bit careful of that. You want to expand that out so you can see it. If it comes in just like that, that works fine too. But I don't know. I usually have mine out here somewhere. So anyway, so I'm going to click on share. And then if you just left click one time on the share link over here, click one time, and then you can either hit Control C on your keyboard or right click and say copy. It should get this whole link in there. If you're worried about it, you can always create a new tab at the top and paste that link in and see if it does indeed load up the way it's supposed to. But then I'm going to go back over here and I'll paste this URL in. And once that is in there, I'm going to hit submit assignment again. And then it will go through and it'll say, oh, look at that. Assignment successfully submitted. Okay, so that's how that works. And then you're done with this. Once you've gotten that little message, you're done with this assignment. Then I can see it when I go in to do the grading, and you are good to go. So that's how you'll turn your programming assignments in via Python Tutor through the visualizer or using REPL. All right, thank you.